I'm Miriam Joy, and welcome to my studio. Today we're working on St. Patrick's Day, and we've done a clover, and you could either put it on your door, or if you put it on a stand, you could have it on your table. Just a real fun decoration. I went to the Dollar Tree, and I'm sure any of the dollar stores or anything like that have your little clover. And I was first going to kind of put material and tie it all the way around, and then I thought, well, why don't we just use what they've already given us and just build on our base. And when the holidays are over, or during the holidays, I always look for stuff on sale. This is tulle green glitter. And at Christmas time, don't think Christmas colors. Think next one is red for Valentine's Day. Then you've got St. Patrick's Day. And then what other colors can you use for Easter? So always think about the solid colors and things like that for different holidays other than what they're there for. And you can get some really good deals. I believe I found my tulle before it went on sale. I think it was one of the ones that Walmart had this year for $1. Walmart and was selling some of it. So I think that's where that came from. It is 10 yards. It's 6 inches across. So that is what I'm using. The first thing I did was cut it. Instead of using scissors, I got out my paper cutter and I cut 6-inch pieces. And by doing it this way, it goes really fast. And I almost used the whole roll, and what you decide to use or you end up using is going to be totally up to you. You may want to cut some of it, but leave a little bit just in case you don't use it all, or cut it as you use it, just depending on that. We also do carry this paper cutter. It's a heavy-duty paper cutter at miriamjoy.com, and I've been doing this a lot with my ribbon and especially my tulle. So anything like that that you want to pre-cut instead of doing it with your scissors, I think this is just so much faster and a better way to go. So I'm going to go ahead and finish cutting this and then come back and we're going to start putting it together. Now this one is a little bit more yellow-green than the one that I did previously, and I think it'd be really pretty to do gold tulle with the glitter on this as well. I think that would make it really pretty. So I have these cut in 6-inch squares, and I'm going to put them on with craft wire. When I made my first original one, I was wiring them on one thing at a time, and that was taking forever. So I knew there had to be a better way. Now our bow is going to sit in the middle, so we don't have to put anything in the center area. So I'm going to gather this. I can get a close-up shot here. And the first one I'm going to do, we're going to kind of tie our wire off as well. Get that all around there nice and tight. But so that tulle is kind of just coming up in the middle right there. And then, and I'm just using craft wire that's really easy and bendable. It's not real heavy. So it's probably like a 24 or 26 gauge. So, and I'm just wrapping this around till I come up about 1 inch up from my last one. And then we're going to do the same thing. We're going to gather this up. I'm going to lay it in the middle, and we're going to wire that on. Now you can run that wire over that twice, you can run that wire over once, whatever you're comfortable with. And then just wrap that wire up about 1 inch. And we're just going to keep on moving on. I'm going to show you one more, and then I'm going to talk about where we would go from here to the next one. So move that up about 1 inch. So we're starting to get that all nice and puffy. Now when I come up to here, again, we're going to have the bow here. So I would jump over here, go to here, jump over here, and come down here. Now I don't know if I'm going to put it on my stem. I think I'm going to leave my stem off. I had kind of debated on it last time, and I think I kind of like the stem to show up a bit. So we'll take a look at that when we get there. I've gone all the way around and I'm to my last one, and I'm just going to wrap that and then cut that off at the very end here. And I have glitter on everything, including the family dog, if you can hear him scratching down there. cut that off. And then we're going to talk about a couple things. There's a couple ways you could do this. You could stick this straight up, or you could stick it out towards the edge so you can see it more. And I had kind of done my first one this way, but I realized that I'm going to take it one step further, because if I flip it over, then I really have my silhouette of my shamrock, and or my clover, and that's what I want. So I like that even better. So we're going to do it on that side. So now we're going to go ahead and do our ribbon. It takes 6 feet. First thing I did was cut that, and then I pulled the wire out and I trimmed that wire so it doesn't show later on. And when you're doing with seasonal stuff that you're going to use year after year, always use your wire ribbon so that it's always good and you can fluff it up next year. So, tie your bow. We're going to turn that, make a loop, and twist. Now remember, we only want that big of an area, so you only want your loops that big or smaller. And twist. And I do have a video on how to tie a bow, just in case we've gone too fast for you today. Put that up. And twist. Make a loop. And twist. And make a loop. And I buy my ribbon when it's on clearance, or if it's not on sale, then go and get your 50%, 40% coupon and do that. I wanted 3 on each side. I ended up with 4 on one side and 3 on the other. That's okay. We'll kind of move one of those loops towards the middle. And to tie mine off, I like pipe cleaners. They're easy, they're soft, and what I do is I hold my bow and I put it between my fingers, right down the middle of my ribbon, and I pull that nice and tight, and then twist that nice and tight, and we'll fluff that out. But let's go ahead and get his tail this time. We're going to see how the wires will come out. That'll happen after you have it, even after you make it. So we want to get those wires all nice and trimmed back. So we're going to pull those down, pop that off. And one more, pull it down and pop it off, just so you don't have those wires stick out on you. We're going to put this in the middle of our shamrock. And as you can see on this one, I didn't do the stem, and I don't like the stem covered up. I think it kind of loses its shape of the clover. So I'm going to leave that there. And another thing that we can do is with this pipe cleaner, let's go ahead and make a loop so we can hang it. So I've got the 2 tail pieces. I'm just going to loop that around and twist those. So you can hang that on a nail, or if you have the door or whatever you need to, you can hang it that way. And you've got something to hang it onto. So we're going to go ahead and put that one loop in the middle, because remember we've got 4 loops on one side and 3 on the other. Just kind of make that all nice and fun there, and however you want to do your ribbon. And I liked a little bit of gold in it, so I used some bendable glitter rope, and they're getting this more and more popular, and some of it bends better than others, and I got this again on clearance, and this one doesn't bend as well as some of the others does. And some of them, like I said, bend really well, some don't bend quite as well. But it's got a wire in it, and I'm just going to wrap it around a dowel, and I'm going to take the inside and even make that smaller. And you can wire this on, or you can hot glue this on. And on this one, I'm going to hot glue it on. The other one, I had wired it on. So either way, there's no right or wrong. If that wire sticks out, which it may be on this one, we'll see in just a second here, trim that off. And what I'm doing is about 3 curls. I'm going to leave this one longer this time. and you can kind of pull them out and play with them a little bit. But what we're trying to do is give it more of the gold feel for St. Patrick's Day. We gotta have that little bit of gold. Once we've got the gold swirls all made, we're just gonna hot glue them on. Like I said, you can wire them on instead if you're more comfortable with that. Over time, those would probably stay a little bit better. So however you want to do that. And I'm going to put my last one on here. But this is really a project that doesn't take a lot of money. It's real fun and festive for St. Patrick's Day. And I haven't done a lot of St. Patrick's Day projects, so that kind of encouraged me to do so this year. Make sure you come over and learn how to do our little St. Patty's, what did we call it? St. Patty's boutonniere, that's it. Now, like I said, I've got green everywhere, so we're going to be definitely set for St. Patty's Day, and I think this is going to look fantastic on our door. So come on over to our new Facebook page at Miriam Joy's Waxy Crafty Corners. We're putting lots of these fun projects up for you during the holidays and just every day. Make it fun and crafty. God bless.